I'm like, why?
Okay.
I'm gonna play some FGO.
How's it going? How's it going, dear audience? I'm TwitchShadowVO, the lovely director and founder of Dice Bags Entertainment. This is a new format for me. It's a new format probably for the two of us, or the three of us. Sorry. So I'm
just the three of us.
So we'll quickly do a little like intro for each of us, going from left to right. Left to right for me is me, Tsubaki, and then Zach. So I'll start. I'm TwitchShadowVO. I'm a voice actor and abridger and editor and writer, but not a sound designer.
Okay, and so I'm Tsubaki VA. I'm a voice actor. I help this guy make sounds go burr. On top of that, I just in general enjoy the work that comes my way whenever I possibly get the chance.
Yes. And finally, Zach.
What's up, peeps? I'm Zach. I haven't voice acted here yet, but hopefully you will see me in Fate Apocrypha pretty soon as, of course, the one and only William Shakespeare. I am of age. Yes, hello, I'm 18. I'm a dude much like everyone else here currently, and I'm ready to fucking talk about some shit. Let's do this, boys.
I think another thing that we could do is just go around, letting the folks know the characters we play. I play Noctis Lucius Kylum, Shiro Kotomine, and fucking Siegfried, you damn bastard.
Well, in terms of me, you will be hearing me as Sieg in Fate Apocrypha. In terms of Final Fantasy 15, you might just hear me more with Prompto, and in general, just get to really go for the gunslinger, you know?
Yeah.
And now,
and
hand it over to you.
For me, I practically just do this exact same voice for, well, in Fate Apocrypha, I do William Shakespeare, and in Final Fantasy 15, I'm Ardyn.
Ardyn Lucius Kylum.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Or actually, is it kosher to say that? Should I say Azunia, or has it been long enough? I mean, fuck, the game came out in, 2016, so I think we're fine.
Yeah, like the game, like its initial release in
Bro, I never
Japan.
played that game, whoa!
It's like, what? It's like, bro, you had all this time.
Yeah, it's like when people spoil like movie plots from like movies that released like years ago, and it's like
1954 or some shit.
It's like, man, you had like an entire fucking lifetime to watch.
In Jumanji, they play a board game. Yeah. Shocking, I know, right?
So this is kind of an impromptu like little podcast format that I'm gonna start maybe doing. I'm not sure who's going to be our guest next time, or if there will be a next time, but as for now, we got... We'll see. We got Tsubaki and Zach, and I think it's kind of... Because it's a podcast format, instead of like the interview format I wanted to do while we played games for Dice Bags Gaming, I think talking-wise, this will allow us to like flow conversation a little bit more without the hectic feedback of like gameplay in the background.
True, because then it's also just like with the initially planned game for being Left 4 Dead, it would have been just like it's like so what do you think of bridging? It's just like
Yeah,
tank,
I got a boomer,
tank.
Fucking sitting over here like, so Tsubaki, tell me how's it going with the
I got a damn hunter on me.
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, we're still going to be doing Left 4 Dead, but that one is going to be a lot more of our Let's Play format and not abridging focus. It's just going to be us kind of goofing around. I mean, technically, that's kind of what this is, too, but we just have like a little bit of a theme. This is the podcast episode 1, Chocobros. for me and Prompto, but we also have the surprise edition of Ardyn here.
Well, of course, indeed.
Listen here, you smug bitch.
Well, just because I'm fancier than you does not mean that you have to be a bastard about it.
Prompto, stop yelling at my great granduncle.
Yes, I'm your great.
Oh no, dude went into the Glucks.
Gluckle butt.
Oh, so
I am your grunkle grandpa.
So we'll go into like topic one. What do you guys think of the abridged so far? What do you? How do you think it's going as far as like I guess like less so on the Zakk part, more of the Prompto bit for the Final Fantasy abridged.
It's funny.
It's funny.
Yes, it's definitely like, okay, when it comes to doing a abridged series, I have seen so many examples over the years, ranging from like Dragon Ball Z abridged. Like I remember I started watching that in like middle school, and finally seeing it end when I got out of high school. Man, when you grew up around that, that was like pinnacle of like understanding how a flow works for episodes, especially considering like the time it takes. And I'm looking at the process, especially helping out with the process, like having to do like sound design, doing voice work every now and then, but in general, just helping out. It's such a unique experience to go through it myself alongside you all, especially with everything that has to like flow well enough to get a good product out of it that is actually funny.
So you probably have like a nice little idea of how many fucking times I've asked for retakes because things just weren't flowing correctly. Like even when the final episode releases, I still like this is kind of like another thing of like a creator overanalyzing their own art is you always run into this whole thing of like, is the pacing okay? Is it not okay? Am I rushing too far into other things? Am I not rushing enough? Especially when like the format is abridging, where the goal is to like shorten it but make it funny.
God, I will say that is the harder part about doing it in like a abridged series, period. Primarily in the sense that like, despite me looking at so many examples from like really talented folks, my God, those initial first episodes are rough, and you can tell. But even then, at least like when time would soon come to pass, and you get to see their development and growth as like creators of what they want to do as the medium, oh boy, oh, is that payoff so good? Because like it ranges from it stays in this weird stagnation zone, or it pops off to become the next best thing since the coming of Christ.
Yeah, and like I'm fine if like our viewers just stay in like the couple of hundreds, but like I would love for a lot of people to see our work, just because it's a little bit gratifying, but I also want it to pop off, not for my sake, but like for my voice actor's sake. Like a lot of these people, going into the topic of voice acting, I've been in the voice acting scene for a while. I took a break back in, I think 2020 for a while, but when I used to be a voice actor back in like 2019 previously, the worst thing about that was you would record a lot of stuff and almost none of it would come out. And if it did come out, you were always like wondering if it's going to get hit with a copyright strike, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're talking to the person who's only been considered a modern VA for 4 months. So
yeah. It's also incredibly hard when you're starting out like voice acting and you start getting these abridging roles and, you know, you're pouring your heart and soul into voice acting for these characters. And then all of a sudden, either the project gets dropped, it gets copyright strike, and like, then you're sitting there, it's like, well, do I still put that as a credit for like my work or what?
Or well, that or the owner just doesn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah.
Because I was supposed to be Heracles in Nekoar Chaos in a Carnival Phantasm dub. Yeah, sadly, the owner is like, well, I kind of lost interest in it, and so it's like, fuck, because that's where I met a couple of my friends.
Yeah.
So it kind of sucks. So yeah, most definitely, it's sad to see when projects, don't go through.
When projects crash like the fucking Hindenburg.
Oh.
When they crash like every Discord for the past fucking week. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing too about like abridging startups like that is my favorite thing is the whole like you get a group together, you start working on the thing, and then either a voice actor becomes too difficult to work with, they won't get the lines in on time, or another thing happens, and like out of the blue you're like, oh fuck, now we're back to recasting again.
Yep.
And me, like, personally, I had to do that a lot in like the past little while. We had to find a separate voice actor for a few roles, and then I realized that, like, oh, hey, this person has a scene. Did you cast for that? No, fuck. But, like, everything works out in the end, and that's kind of, like, my hope going forward is that, like, we can hold on to our tight-knit group of voice actors that we have right now, and hopefully we could push forward without having to deal with too many like recasts in the future.
Oh yeah.
Mostly because I like consistency. Like, you ever watch the like the beginning of what was it, Sword Art Online abridged for like the first 2 episodes where they have like a different voice actor for Asuna, and then you go into like the 3rd episode and it hits you like some fucking buckshot out of nowhere. It's like, whoa, that sounds different.
Wait. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Holy shit, wait.
No, I had to remind a friend of mine that like the voice actor for Asuna in like the first couple episodes isn't the same for the rest of the series, and they're like, fucking what? And it's like, it's kind of one of those things like you kind of gloss over when you do your first initial watch, and like you put that in the back of your mind. It's like, oh, it's different now, and then you just kind of let it go for a while, and then you forget that even happened.
Yeah.
So, fading away a little bit from, like, Chocobros, I guess. We got a lot of other projects that are, currently in development hell as of right now that I hope I could get back around to again. The Boruto script I need to finalize that, finally. Because I've had voice actors that have been asking about that ever since we completed Fate Apocrypha episode 1. It's like, so when's Boruto? And I'm like, my man, at least let me get Final Fantasy done. Because the idea of what I wanted to do is 2 episodes of a series and then like a movie to close out the year. And that's probably going to be our format going forward. And then you sprinkle in the abridging shorts. Hopefully we could get some comic dubs out, our podcast format, our gaming. Like, our channel is like full of stuff to watch, but at the same time, if we don't hit our target demographic, like our audience, it's not really going to take off. That is like my big worry is like if we don't start like getting the people that are into these things, like the people that want to watch a bridge series and stuff like that, if we don't start getting those people, like I'm start worrying, man.
Understandably.
I will say this too. There have been times where I've also like contemplated like starting doing like proper content creation, I remember I used to do like way more fan dubs like back in the day, and I kind of just stopped because I had seen that like Instagram was starting like their whole like AI program shit, and I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
I ain't letting them take my work. I ain't letting them.
Yeah, I will say that is kind of one of the things that's now, making people kind of step down from voice acting. It's just because that, with AI and everything coming up, it's just like, is it really like safe to do anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you consider like with AI content now, like you can get a voice that sounds very similar to like the maiden from Elden Ring, and then you can make your own Elden Ring shorts with that, and a lot of people are doing stuff like that. And if you think about it, that is the essence of abridging, but like now you're taking AI voices, now you don't need voice actors, and it's kind of like it's becoming its own like weird beast, I guess.
Yeah, like how I have been seeing like AI stuff as of late. It's been like on and off. Sometimes it's very hit or miss.
Yeah,
because it depends on the usage at some points. Like some of the ones that I still like occasionally like look into, but also like at least note with caution, are the ones that do like AI song covers.
Yeah.
I usually get cautious about those, primarily because of the creative freedom of the original piece.
Yeah.
But then I get curious about it because I'm like, but what if? And the most common one is Frank Sinatra.
Or Frank Sinatra. That's true.
Yeah.
Because most of like the pieces that work it well in the favor of the AI voice for Frank Sinatra is usually a formatted jazz cover of the song that they're trying to do a cover of, which is usually from like Postmodern Band. If I remember,
I remember seeing there was a fucking I think a Master of Puppets one of Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. That one was actually kind of good.
You ever listen to like I'm not sure if any of you guys know this creator Jay Schlatt. Have you ever listened to Jay Schlatt's version of Fly Me to the Moon? Like
oh yeah.
Yeah. In the description of that video, I believe it says something like Jay Schlatt sings Fly Me to the Moon for real, but it was like they're trying to say that he was actually singing it, but it was actually an AI.
Yeah.
And like the scary thing is like sometimes, when the AI is really dialed in, it's fucking hard.
It's borderline uncanny.
Yeah.
Fucking okay. Most of the time, fucking Plankton AI covers. It sounds stupid as shit, but search up the one that's a cover of Man in the Box by fucking Allison James. Holy shit, that's good.
Yeah.
Also, ironically, one of the better ones is Kurt Cobain. Like, of all people, like, there's a lot of good covers of Kurt Cobain.
Going on a side tangent, I was part of like a Dungeons and Dragons one shot. I was playing a fucking... You know immediately where this is going. I was playing a fucking bard.
You're only playing metal music.
No, well, yeah, but it's the name. So he was, I think he had a twin brother, and my character's name was Chester Cobain.
Chester Cobain.
I fucking hate, like, man, that was fucking rough. But like, it's one of those games where you're just playing with your friends, anything kind of goes kind of game. But yeah, no. The funny thing is that like that character did survive through that one session where I was fully expecting a team wipe at the end. Anyways, that was Shadow's little off-topic, out-of-pocket side tangent.
But in general, yeah. Like I still understand like where most concerns come into play, like especially with like most of the creation. Like creative industries. That's where I say AI should probably stay the most away from.
Yeah.
I would rather it be used as a tool rather than a replacement.
Exactly.
Primarily because it's supposed to elevate, but it's not supposed to impose. If it imposes,
elevate,
you
not
can tell.
overtake. Elevate, not overtake.
Yeah.
That's what I
like,
say.
One of the best ones that I have seen, like really good like footage for, especially like actually noting the process, is a art program known as Kakani that uses AI to help you generate frames to help you understand your frame rate and what you need to use in order to at least, monitor where you want to go with what you want to do.
Yeah.
So it'll help you either like make new frames, take away frames, and so on and so forth. But it's very, very dependent on you as the actual creator of your piece. So it takes in your input and at least helps you. And it's not like, fucking articulation with frames with like, like all those like 60 FPS videos and they look like shit after a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Because you just start seeing the smudge.
Yeah. I noticed like a lot of people like to use AI assisted like frame rate increases for anime openings. The one that I particularly take note of is like the Vinland Saga one, and like while it's playing there's like an army in the background or something like that, and like it starts really jittery and smudging everything when it gets to that point. So yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of which, I do have to really rechange the Dice Bags Gaming intro, because we use a AI piece at the end, and for the longest time I didn't even really like that piece. I just threw it there because it was something to fill that little bit of space at the end. But I think I do just kind of need to do like a channel overhaul. I need to change like a lot of things, because like I made a lot of our channel art in like 20 minutes in Krita, and like it has its like little quirky charm, but for the content we're about to start getting into, and if we're going to start getting a little bit more serious about our voice acting, maybe if we start doing the podcast more, I do want the channel to seem more a little bit professional and approachable to other people.
It's AMV making time.
It's AMV making time. No,
starts playing some fucking 2000
Angel with a shotgun.
Yeah. Fucking
it's all,
Nightcore.
Like, okay, listen. For AMVs, there is always the top three options between Rob Zombie, fucking Angel with a Shotgun. I don't know why. I have seen that one over hundreds of times in like the past couple of years, actually.
Oh man.
And then occasionally Skillet.
Yeah. No. I have a fucking issue with hearing Skillet. I really do.
You know what? Also, Deftones. Fucking Deftones.
Oh, yeah.
I really fucking hate hearing fucking Skillet now. I gotta be honest, like,
yeah.
you watch like one or two fucking AMVs of like Skillet's Hero or like Monster,
and you've seen them all.
Yeah, it ruins the entire fucking band after that.
True.
There is like a lot of bands that are ruined by AMVs and like just emo people like trying to make I forget what type of video, but it's like basically videos of just them being edgy for the sake of being edgy.
I think completely Deftones is fucking saved by the DBZ movies, and that is wild to say, but they fit really fucking good in the DBZ movies. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, okay, I'm gonna like state this well. When I always look back at the Dragon Ball Z movies, dead ass, I love the metal tracks that they use for them.
Oh yeah,
because listen, the OG Broly, the OG
Broly,
Super Saiyan,
yeah,
like Pantera,
yes.
It's glorious.
Oh, that was great. I think it was I forgot. I think it was the
band
Cooler
called Ion, which like dropped for the fucking DBZ movies and dipped.
Didn't Ion also do the
Yeah.
Broly Second Coming soundtrack?
I think they did actually. Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I think it was a song called like Ion Deeper or something like that.
Yeah, there was Y as well.
Yeah. Hold on. I apologize to the people listening at home. I'm about to start typing on my keyboard.
We make it work.
We make it work. I mean, it's not that loud. It's at the back. Yeah, it's Deeper by Ion. That was used in the Broly movie. There is also Ignored.
Deftones, as I mentioned.
10 Seconds was great by Pantera.
Mm-hmm.
Finger 11, Staying Drowned for the fucking Cooler's Revenge movie. That was a good one.
Oh,
bro,
yeah.
Change the House to Flies as fucking Toriyama dies.
Mm.
For those who know Dragon Ball Z Abridged, they know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Drowning Pool, right? I forgot Drowning Pool was in these.
Huh.
Slow Roosevelt, American Pearl, Figure 11.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, when those movies had initially came out for like their dub premieres, my God, those bands got spiked with fans, like back in the day. Because I mean, literally.
I mean, like when you think about like anime,
it's
even
just so cool.
Even in the modern day, like some of the biggest anime fans, like the anime with like the most reach, is still Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, because like
almost.
Yeah, in terms of like expanding it into a medium that is accepted both by like the in general family, but also in general mass media, Dragon Ball is there. If you want to talk with some of the pioneers, I would definitely also toss fingers at Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah,
being a really good pioneer for for dedicated anime, like dubbing wise. That's just so
That's
good.
True.
And
I will say
the funniest fact that I think I remember from Cowboy Bebop too. Steve Bloom, I believe Cowboy Bebop was his first gig. And he did that well.
The fun fact, not a lot of people remember, but back as the Tournament of Power was going on, the fucking Mexican government showed it publicly.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was
Spanish
the Tournament of Power.
Oh my god, yeah.
Like the entirety of like Spanish speaking countries with Dragon Ball is a treat to see, especially even more so because I get to see the worldwide appeal of some shows, and it's why as of recent I started watching shows like Saint Seiya. That is popular all over in with like the Portuguese and some like Hispanics. And it made it only funny because a buddy of mine told me a story about Saint Seiya, and it was because a person in like this restaurant recognized his tattoo as Shiryu, who was the Dragon Bronze Knight. And they were like, bro, I recognize that guy. It's like that's from Saint Seiya, right? And it's just like, yeah. So it's like, what? It's like, bro, the whole kitchen is fans of Saint Seiya. You one of us, homie.
Another anime with like, I do kind of have to admit of like an anime with like a lot of reach, but also like one of the worst fan bases in my personal opinion. Well, not really worst fan base, but you get a lot of fakers. Is Berserk.
Ooh yeah,
Berserk.
Oh
yeah.
I thought you were gonna go to like fucking Fairy Tale or something.
I mean, there's always those like fucking people
That's a
on
close
Instagram
second,
with like that's a close second because you get those people on
Soul
Instagram
Eater.
that it's like
Nobody mentions Soul Eater
Ooh.
nowadays, but Soul Eater.
Yeah.
A lot of people pretend like they like know that anime.
Mhm.
And
And
then
like
they don't.
I really like don't like to be that like cringe gatekeeper person, but like if you're just like some fucking e-girl on your downtime getting like the fucking branded the sacrifice brand
Bro had
on your
said the word
arm.
like in the matter 4 times in the matter of 10 words.
Hey man, don't judge me. Don't fucking judge me.
Well, yeah, no shit, I'm teasing you.
Well, I mean, you try and find things to say, and you just end up fucking stuttering over yourself as you're constructing.
I'm
your own
obviously
sentence.
fucking teasing you.
I know. I didn't take it to heart, man.
God, okay. I need to remember what was like one of these other shows. I remember like okay. Shit, what the hell was it? Actually, okay. Quick subject switch.
Mhm.
What has been an
Seven
anime
Deadly
that y'all
Sins.
have
Seven
recently
Deadly
watched?
Sins. Oh,
Oh, that
Wait,
yeah.
not Seven Deadly Sins.
Wait, an anime that we've recently watched?
Yes. That has
Um,
had your jaw on the floor.
the fucking
Hmm.
that had my jaw on the floor. I mean, there's an anime I just love just because of its endearing plot. Spy Family. Like, I don't radiate the guy that's like, oh look, he watches Spy Family. No, I radiate the vibe of like the dude that probably watches like Naruto and shit. And like, I get that, but like,
Yeah.
sometimes you just want like a nice little happy slice of lifey with like a little bit of spice sprinkled in, and Spy Family that feels
thriller.
yeah, Spy Family feels that niche for me, and I like it.
Harry.
I'm trying to think of the fucking anime name, but it's the girl that fucking hides her name in Russian. I can't remember the full title
It's like
of it.
Alya-san hides her name in Russian or something like that.
No, hides her
Yes.
feelings in Russian.
Hides
yeah.
her feelings in Russian. Yeah.
And it's only
In-
so much better because I remember seeing like the interview for like the Seiyu for some of the characters. The one that voices Alia actually does speak Russian as her second language.
Damn.
Oh, by the
Just to
way,
make it work.
her English VA, fun fact, is fucking Ash Ketchum of Pokemon.
All like
She's fucking Ash Ketchum.
the fucking okay. So let me paint you a picture.
By the way,
the sister walks.
I just learned that about a week ago.
You just
I was
imagine like,
oh
a
my
scene-
god, she knows Russian.
You just imagine a scene where like she walks into the classroom with that one fucking sister. And sisters walks up, is like, "I hear you like my brother." It's like, "No, I like my Squirtle." No.
No, I like Squirtle. Squirtle,
Oh, God.
Oh.
You know what? Also, I just recently watched the Violet Evergarden movie. So
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh God, Violet Evergarden was such a heartbreak and a half for me, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Such
dude,
beautiful
okay,
visuals,
I-
though.
It is beautiful beyond compare. I forgot what episode it was, but at least number wise, but it had the sick mother and the little girl.
Yeah.
That one moved me so fucking hard because of it giving me the vibes that it literally brought me back a few years of my life just to be like, hey bro, remember that time you lost like 2 of your grandparents back to back and both of them left you shit that made you think like this?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no.
That's
Brain,
like me with
brain,
my fucking
don't hit me with it now.
great-grandmother.
No.
Here comes the trauma again.
Literally, I felt like Punisher being strapped in the chair, just like, no,
Yeah.
wait.
Also,
Oh, man.
But
When I first fucking heard that audio, I thought that was Markiplier. I'm not even kidding you. Because the first time I
yes.
heard it, it wasn't the Punisher. It was something completely
No.
different. And I don't remember what it was.
Let me paint you a
But I was
picture
like,
real
oh,
quick.
that's a funny fucking clip of Markiplier.
Can you
That's
just
not fucking
imagine this?
Markiplier.
You take that like clip of him doing the oh no wait, and you put that over like the clip of like Markiplier fucking losing it when he fell in getting over it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was fucking.
It's such
What if I
Liver.
wasn't scared? What if I didn't run away? I'm not scared. I don't fear death.
What if I want them to kill
Adrenaline
me?
want them.
What if I want them to try?
What if I want to try? Back to
If I had to answer the question I asked though, oh god, I've seen two that have moved me really badly, because one of them's a really good military drama, and the other is just it's basically peak fantasy. I don't care.
Tokyo
and-
Ghoul.
Oh god.
Just kidding.
So these two shows, 86 and
Okay.
Free Run Beyond Journey's End.
Oh.
Yeah.
Everyone knows fucking Free Run.
Meanwhile, you say 86, the entire, like, both of us just, like, go fucking dead quiet.
But okay, like the main reason why I chose to start watching 86 was primarily because of the voice cast, because I was just like, I'm curious about this dub, and then out of nowhere, bro, I get hit with like an actual really gripping political plot that I actually love in most of my shows and games, because like the whole shtick about it is basically a really, really weird borderline fascist regime that takes place for the mainland. Meanwhile, anybody that does not fit the description of silver hair and blue eyes is out in the outskirts fighting in the military.
Mm-hmm. I could see,
And it's just,
I could see,
it's such a gripping plot point,
Yeah.
because then you have to see how they have to interact, and then you see, because it actually does both perspectives. It doesn't stick with one or the other. Nah, it plays both sides, so you get to see the development on their own sides, ranging from who's still alive, who's dead, who committed suicide last week because they had an incompetent pilot crew.
yeah.
It's like, it's actually gripping enough because there's still weight, but there's just the dichotomy of it that really, really sells it well for a good military thriller plot, while also keeping in mind tones of just in general nationalism,
Mm-hmm.
but really fucking going at it with mechs and shit as your distracting point.
That's kind of why I like the Attack on Titan final season, like that first couple of episodes where they're attacking that one fort. It doesn't even focus on Eren. It's focused on I think like Gabby,
It's entirely on
Reiner.
Marley.
Yeah, it's the entire like Marleyan war going on, and like that was the first time watching Attack on Titan that I actually, you know, like was at the edge of my seat. I'm like, holy fuck.
Sat the fuck up.
Yeah, like this was like a gritty, almost like fucking war movie you're watching, with like the fantasy of Attack on Titan plastered over it. Like
Yeah.
the situations that were happening in that first like few episodes were like something gritty and real you could see happening in like a world war.
Yeah, and honestly, it's why I liked the basis in terms of like setting a time period to a name of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Because sure, it felt odd at first when it came to like you could tell time period wise through architecture and clothes.
Yeah.
But it also got weird based off of the tech when it came to like the island of Paradis. But then Marley comes around and it's just like, so you're telling me the rest of the world is in World War One, World War Two era combat levels, but Paradis is stuck in steampunk medieval.
Yeah, it's like the steampunk medieval hybrid thing. And their clothing looks like a weird type of like Victorian militaristic type of clothing. Meanwhile, the people walking around are in like peasant garb.
Yeah. And I was like, what the fuck is this weird ass shit? And then afterwards, and seeing like, you know, both going hand in hand with one another, like in the same shots, like whenever Eren and the gang like finally start making moves in Marley, I'm like, oh, they upgraded, all right. They got guns, they got the spandex on. They might have progressed a solid 85 fucking years.
I do have to admit their night like assault uniforms bit fucking wonky.
Yeah, the more exoskeleton-esque nature of them kind of bothered me for a second.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, but the functionality.
Bro, I'm not speaking at all.
We caught Zach just fucking spacing out, looking at the wall.
Me just being like, I don't want to talk over anyone.
Zach.
I don't want to be rude.
Zach is just sitting here, like, looking at the wall, like, damn, these two motherfuckers can talk, huh?
Yeah.
I was gonna jokingly say, so to keep me in the conversation, let's talk about anime that has a huge impact overall. JoJo's. So much so.
You both are gonna fucking lynch me when I tell you I've never watched JoJo's. And they got so quiet.
We're not. I'm just going to tell you, fucking do it. Hey, you know Demon Slayer?
We're gonna give you the suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know fucking Demon Slayer?
Vaguely.
You realize the majority of Demon Slayer is fucking based on JoJo's, and that's not a joke?
My man, if you've seen my fucking watch list, I've been editing. I don't have time to watch anime.
I'm not even kidding you. When even the author fucking Demon Slayer says, oh yeah, Muzan is like fully based on Dio. That's not even a joke.
That checks out, especially considering he's a big fan of Michael Jackson.
Is that the Michael Jackson looking motherfucker?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep.
Literally, the first time you actively see this man, like out and about in a crowd, you almost could not distinguish him apart from Michael Jackson for like a solid few times. Even on like a second or third watch through, the memes have taken over so badly that whenever you get to see Tanjiro turn this man around for a second, all I fucking hear is either the fucking like the hee hee or the fucking woo, like, as he turns around, and I'm like, oh no.
Speaking of memes, what are like memes that have ruined stuff for you?
Oh, it was I, Dio.
Yeah,
dude, that joke at first really funny. It's not funny anymore.
25 later.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
you got. I still think that fucking Ugandan Knuckles was like good, then overused, and now it's just like, you know what? That was kind of funny looking back at it.
Do you know you will?
It's coming past, but it's still good.
That's the amazing thing is these memes. At first, like, yeah, that's really funny. Then the joke gets overplayed, and then it stops becoming funny, and then people forget about it for a bit. But then, in hindsight, you're like, oh yeah,
the fucking you know what's a meme that's like randomly really popular on Twitter again after like 12 years? The fucking My Dingling kid from The Simpsons.
Huh?
Oh god, do I have a video to fucking show you the My Dingling song?
Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna play it. I don't think I'm gonna play it for the audience. But I mean,
for the crowd.
For the crowd, mostly because if we're doing podcast format, we can't really have too much visuals because some people some people are gonna be listening to this in the car, listening to this while they sleep, listen to this while they're cleaning their house. Which is like the reason why I did the gaming stuff is because like I fully acknowledge a lot of people aren't going to be sitting down watching the full fucking episode.
Yeah.
A lot of these people are going to be throwing that on to either go to sleep or clean the fucking kitchen or what have you. And like that's because that's what I do with like gaming content, like Game Grumps. That's also what I do with like podcasts.
Yes. Kind of just put it on to the side.
Yeah, exactly.
Hear the bits, and as they go, you just kind of embrace it.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll say another fun fact about JoJo's. So JoJo's, if you didn't know, has a book series based upon translating shit from Japanese to English. The proofreader is Marty Friedman of Megadeth.
Oh, fuck.
Huh?
Yeah, he lives in Japan. Marty Friedman of Megadeth.
That's
Oh.
wild.
That's a hell yeah in my books, brother.
Bro is 61 and he's still going hard on the fucking guitar. I'll say that shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh man.
In terms of memes that I feel like hit me off every now and then, is like, okay, I'm not annoyed by it, but I've quoted it so much that I'm like, I'm waiting a bit before I load this bullet.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see if anybody knows the bit. And who here has seen Code Ment?
Don't think I have.
I hope you know,
Code
like,
Geass abridged, basically.
if it's a meme, we're gonna know
Oh.
the meme, but not the source.
Okay. It's the fucking hello, can you come here? It's like I need your help. It's like I'm sorry, man, I can't. I'm buying clothes. It's like,
Oh, the fucking
well,
soup!
hurry up and get over here.
Oh, Stoop.
Fucking
It's like,
soup!
Soup's from
I
that?
can't find him. It's like, what do you mean you can't find him?
Well,
It's like,
go to the next
I can't
aisle,
find
then.
him.
Go to the next aisle. There's more soup. Where are you? I'm at.
What do you mean there's more soup?
I'm at soup. Fuck you.
Like I have to wait a solid month with my with one group of friends before I loaded in for the bit machine just to be like, can I test you on if we're still friends?
Yeah. Oh, man.
That is my testing a friendship bullet right there.
Yeah.
If you can quote back and forth with me with the banter of that scene, then you are good.
I fucking love that bit. My favorite version of that meme is like the TF2 one.
Oh yeah.
The-
Where is that?
It's just soup. We'll go to the next aisle. It's only soup. Where are you? I'm at soup. Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you.
I think my favorite other format of that was somebody made a fan animation of that using Promare, and it was Gallo at the fucking soup store. And I was like, huh, man, this hits. It's good. It's a good
I'm
one.
sure the most infamous one is Sans and Papyrus.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. No questions asked.
Oh man.
God, okay. Oh, okay.
Did
Okay.
you just
here,
check the
here
timer?
comes. No. I was like thinking on a question and then I tweaked it and I was like, okay. And then I tweaked it again and I'm like, okay. I'm cooking here.
He's cooking.
Yeah.
So I have asked this question to many friends before, and that question is, if there was a IP that you think should really get a good game, what IP and what genre?
Oh, I already know my answer.
What
Fucking
fucking question?
for me, anyways. You have to look me dead in the eyes and like Sword Art Online. That needs a fucking MMO, not a JRPG. An MMO.
No, like an actual dedicated MMO.
Yeah.
I don't care like VR or not.
Yeah.
The concept of SAO
No,
as in
like-
terms of like the world, it's good.
Yes. Like, you leave out Kirito and all that bullshit because at the end of the day, you want to be immersed into that world. You don't want to be dealing with, like, the fucking story of SAO. Because if you wanted to deal with the story of SAO, guess what? You'd go watch fucking SAO.
Yeah, you want to experience the world of Sword Art Online and Aincrad and all that shit.
Yeah.
Hell, I mean, to be fair, Gun Gale Online, that one's actually kind of fucking cool.
Yeah. I had somebody come to me and it's like, is that not just Black Desert? I'm like, fucking no. Have you ever played
No,
Black Desert?
'cause-
It's fucking horrible.
Black Desert locks your classes behind genders.
Yeah, and then there's also the other one where it's like, well, what about Terra? No, man. If you ever played a
That does
lot
the
of those,
same shit.
it's the exact same fucking shit. Terra, Black Desert, fucking like, you want the Aincrad experience. You don't want to be playing like some fucking Korean ripoff of World of Warcraft.
Yeah. Like, okay.
But you know what? My idea changed. Definitely fucking
okay.
Berserk.
Oh, that would be like a
But
very...
what type of game?
And
Yeah.
fucking open world RPG, dude.
So kind of like...
Even if it's like by... Thing is, Dark Souls is very much based upon fucking Berserk.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine the team make a fucking Berserk game.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't even have to go through the entire
Berserk game.
If FromSoft gamed the IP to do Berserk, man, they would be cooking.
They would.
Because here's the thing. I'm trying to think. There's only been 2 genres that the fucking Berserk has ever taken, which is... How do I explain it?
So
fuck. It's like the JoJo Phantom Blood game, where it's just like, okay, you're like going for... Actually, wait, yeah, it's a lot like like Ultramarine.
There was there was one that played similarly to Ultramarine, where you kind of just went around a stage, you hacked a few enemies.
Actually, that was a series of 3. One of them was on the Dreamcast, actually.
Yes, before the actual translation of Berserk came to the West, funny enough.
Yeah.
And there was then the one other game, I think it was on either the PS3 or the PS4, and it was a Muso game. And Muso games are basically Dynasty Warriors, where it was, the massive 1 man versus 1,000 type games. That was just...
Okay, that's what the genre is called.
Them in the
I just call it fucking Hyrule Warrior.
Yeah, I call it the Warriors genre because every single like Dynasty Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, it's all the same like gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, sure, there's a lot of like refreshing spins.
Cast versus the weekend grunts, and see what happens.
Yeah.
It works with like a Fate Extella.
Yeah. Yeah, because Fate Extella is in that line of genre. If I had to also wish upon other IPs to get like games that work really well in another genre, okay. I really want Fate to get a good fighting game for once.
Yeah.
Unlimited Codes was good.
I was about to say, we already have Unlimited Codes.
I mean, like Guilty Gear.
For me, it would be less like I wouldn't.
The thing is that a lot of people would just say, "Oh yeah, just play Melty Blood," which is it's kind of a fair point. Honestly,
it's kind of there, yeah, but it like, I mean, just like, man, I want the aesthetics of Guilty Gear with Fate. Primarily in the sense that
you know what's gonna trigger a lot of modern anime
really
fans. Yeah.
What might that be?
JJK. That fucking arena fighter is
Curse
hot
Clash.
ass. Curse Clash is hot. Literally, you could have just made a fucking remake of JoJo's Eyes of Heaven just with a JJK cast. People would be happy.
And it could work.
Guess what? You don't even deal damage until you end a combo. Those initial hits deal 0 damage.
That is bullshit.
Oh, that's why most people hate the game. Because you know what? If you just made it a fucking reskin of Eyes of Heaven, which, mind you,
it could work.
Fucking fantastic JoJo's game. From what? I think like 2015? We're coming up on 10 years, I think, of the game.
Roughly 2015, 2016 era.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't think Death Note's really ever had a game.
They've had involvement in games, but they've never had their own dedicated game. Which, honestly, that would be kind of neat if they had to make a game work kind of like
I can see it like be kind of like Cyberpunk in a little bit. Kind of like take that kind of open worlds where it's like, okay, even if it's just saying like, hey, you're going around, these are the people you need to kill. Like, these are the people who have wronged. And
It's like, take
Oh
notes.
man.
yeah, exactly.
I like how our ideas of like a Death Note game went in two different directions, because for me, I would have pictured something more of like those point and click like thriller games usually made by like indie developers. Because that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
I could see that. I could see that.
I was trying to think of the game that helped inspire Dragon Quest. It was this old game on the Famicom. It was a detective game. I think it was like called like the Shoho like murder mystery case. And you would go through this house and you would literally go through crime scenes as time for the one murder or string of murder cases, and you would find like evidence and all that until you eventually got to your killer. But then I'm like, technically, there's a whole bunch of formats that could work really well for a lot of different IPs. Like, hell, trying to think of games that.
How about like a shooter
Like,
for
work
fucking Cowboy
really well.
Bebop? That would
be
probably fit.
interesting. Actually, okay. I remember that they had plans for a game for Trigun that was going to play similarly to another one of Night Owl's IPs that he created for a game series called Gungrave. And for that game, it was a really good, mildly gory shooter that had the edge amped up to 11, because the whole shtick of the main character was dual wielding and had a coffin on his back. And you would do shit like bullet time dodge things like in I think Max Payne, where you would just like leap through the air, you'd shoot enemies in the head, you'd get behind cover every now and then to recover health. Like, and they were planning on doing that format for a Trigun game, but also keeping most of the charm there still. And I think they were initially planning to make that game on the PS2, if not the PS3. And it would have possibly popped off, but then they canceled it. So honestly, I would not mind seeing a open world formatted game for Trigun, either or for the classic series or Stampede, because both of them fit that genre well enough to go across No Man's Land as the actual places of interest, but also having enough of a scurry to worry about because of you being grounded with like Vash's shoes and being chased around a lot. So you get the feelings that you need to feel for the world, but still fit the genre norm of what's there.
All right, guys. I think...
I was going to say one last thing.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Fucking... I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of potential for, like, other genres just besides card fighters.
Yeah.
Yes.
An arena battler. A fucking arena battler? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
True.
Because the thing is that there's so many things that you could say, like, oh yeah, you could fucking play as, like, the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Just start off as the Wines of Ancients, evolve up, you go into Blue Eyes, you know. Same goes for Red Eyes.
Like Pokken tournament?
Yeah, that would also kind of work too. To be fair, Pokken tournament is just Tekken, so
yeah.
Oh,
Pokemon and Tekken.
Yeah, but also another
Jump
thing
Force did
that
explore that concept too.
Yeah,
having like you playing as Yugi and Kaiba, but then still like doing some punches, some kicks, and then doing the draw card mechanic. That was neat. I wish it was done better though.
Yeah. I wish that it's like, oh yeah, you know, you could use like Axe Raider, you can use Wing Dragon of the Fortress. Like, hell, fucking Exodia as a finisher would be cool as shit. But also, another old genre that Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to take, specifically the Game Boy games, which is just open world games. Like, that genre, the thing is that it was mostly on the Game Boy Advance, where it's just like, oh yeah, you're playing as Yugi, you're going around this big world, or you're playing as like a custom character in I think it's called Tag Duel or something, it was a GX game for I think the PS2 and GameCube that like it didn't officially have an English patch, but it's like somehow also kind of a dating sim randomly. But
What?
like that style of game for any of the Yu-Gi-Oh, for anything Yu-Gi-Oh, even if it was just like a brand new, completely new era in just a completely new place, people would be hyped about that. I'm just saying.
True.
Yeah.
Fucking Initial D racing game. Come on. Like, it's gotta give it there.
It's sitting right there, bro.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is the lowest hanging fruit ever, not gonna lie. I think they did do one. I think there is one.
There might be
back
one
in the
game, if
day.
I'm remembering correctly, because I have one of the co-founders is a big fan of Initial D, and I think he was telling me about that.
There are many.
You checked?
Yes.
Oh,
so,
man.
Okay. There have been a total of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 Initial D games. They are all arcade cabinets, though.
Oh no.
Oh, actually, no. Wait. 10 of them are arcade cabinets. Then there was Initial D Special Stage on the PS2, Initial D Street Stage on PSP, and then Extreme Stage on the PS3.
Huh.
But most of that is arcade exclusive.
I might have to look
primarily
into
in
that.
Japan.
Yeah.
You know what I think a lot of people would say? I'd honestly think some people would say Konosuba.
I could see it.
Ooh, yeah.
I could see that, but also fucking ReZero might work too.
Mhm.
I think ReZero has a game or two. But I think there's a mobile game.
But I think they're gotchas.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another.
Also, can we get a fucking open world JoJo's game, please? I'm begging you. Seven
Yes.
Standard is such a great fan game.
So for the creators, so for Type Moon, if you're fucking listening to this, I want you to take Fate Grand Order, just tear it down, just fucking, to the ground, just destroy it. What I want you to do after you destroyed it is, so many companies are getting into like the 3D gotcha thing. Think of the money.
Fun
Listen,
fact.
I want
There's
them
Fate
to port
Grand Order
arcade for
Arcade.
PC.
Exactly.
I want
That's
them
what
to
I'm
port it to
saying.
PC.
That's what I'm saying.
Make that the PC launcher. Let us transfer our data so we can keep all of our progress and base
To
and
be
not have
fair-
to use BlueStacks.
To be fair, they use like physical cards, so I don't know how you'd exactly implement those.
Yeah, okay.
I think
The-
overall, if like
Yeah.
the arcade industry was still really fucking big in the US, holy shit, do I fucking wish that was the truth, because look at what's going on in fucking Japan.
Mhm.
Shit, they got a
Dragon Ball Heroes
they got a
did-
fucking
did their own shit.
yeah. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Heroes is on Switch, but specifically Switch.
Yeah. It has a whole bunch of ports that made it to the West,
Yeah.
but not like arcade cabinets. They keep the arcade cabinets in Japan. There was only a couple that went into the West, but now they are in collectors' possessions, as far as I remember correctly.
Yeah, you know what's also funny? Knowing there's a fucking JoJo's Battle Royale,
Oh no.
Yes.
but it's an arcade exclusive.
Yes.
How the fuck does that work?
You just walk around Mario and you beat the shit out of each other like it's fucking PUBG.
Ah,
Yep.
gotcha.
That's not even a joke. That's really what it
Or
is.
no. Type Moon, okay, come back over here. Come get over here. If you're listening to this, the visual of that. Anyways, get over here. So if you take the battle royale format and you throw servants in there, money.
Make it work, god damn
Well,
it.
to be fair, Gilgamesh just kind of solos.
Okay,
Let's
no.
be fair.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to
Or
balance it.
Artoria.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that, think about how fucking huge Excalibur is. If you just get like 15 people on a line, then oh shit, you just fucking murder people.
It's an easy nuke. Not
But
gonna lie.
when you think about it, it'd be quirky and unique, but at the same time,
It
like,
would be.
you are gonna have to dial back certain
But
characters.
the thing is, Yeah, like especially if they want to add like fucking Tiamat or
Yeah.
something.
But
Oh
like,
god, yeah.
think
like,
about it
like raid
too.
events, and you have to work together to take down like
And,
a
and
PvE boss.
there's another question, like how would some characters work, like Hans Christian Andersen? Like, is it going to
True.
be a team-based one? Is it going to
Yeah,
be like
I would
by
say you would
itself?
have
Because
to. I would
then
say
Hans Christian Andersen is fucking overpowered because it's just like, oh yeah, I'll write you my own story. You're fucking god.
yeah.
Congratulations.
No, I think in that case though, like especially like if you had like a character like William Shakespeare, you would have to like have
Me.
it. You would have to have it like a team-based battle royale, kind of like
Yeah.
Yes.
like Apex Legends, where each of the characters
Or
have.
Fortnite.
No, I meant more Apex
Yeah, no.
Legends because. Yeah, no. Because like if you take the Apex Legends format and you have like their ultimates being like their noble phantasm and their abilities kind of like Overwatch being tied to them as a servant,
Or
Yeah.
TF2.
yeah, or TF2, you know what I mean? Like then you could get a really good battle royale out of that. You would still
Yeah.
like it would strike all the chords because then you could have other characters that are
Ooh.
mainly supports, like for example Merlin, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you
I
can
had-
literally just say, what's their moveset in Fake Grand Order? Let's put that shit into a fucking battle royale.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
Like, okay,
Bro,
I thought
wanna
on it a
see,
bit
like,
further
half
though.
the map, Guardian of Avalon.
I thought of
no.
it a little bit further though. What if you had to function with it by having to circle through different points in like Fate's timeline? Because like, okay, there's the few that make sense for a battle royale. The best one is Fate Extra because of the 999 participants.
yeah,
That works.
you could use that
And
as
because
like the
of the
story.
function of the moon cell, it's basically its own universe, and it can just reset at any time it
Yeah,
wants.
exactly. And then here's the thing: to get all the nostalgia from the other fans,
Counterpoint.
you could drop like
just counterpoint BB.
as part of that, like yeah, you could have that as the story, and for like the gameplay for nostalgia's sake, because that is the story, and most of it is like simulated Grail War. You could throw in like Fuyuki or Babylon in parts of the map,
True.
and have it auto rotating.
Because you can make it work.
Yeah,
Have it,
And-
make it fucking Fortnite. I want to see Mordred with an RPG.
you know for a
But,
fact
like-
there
like,
is
okay.
probably a timeline out there where Mordred in fact wields an RPG. She is the person that
She
you would
probably
see.
is.
Yeah, she is the tomboy that would.
She'd be
Like-
like, okay, I'm gonna fucking blow your shit up.
Oh man.
And the part that makes me think on it more is like if it was still grounded in like stay night rules, the complicated part is more so in the case that you would have to technically balance it by making it a weird slice of
cracking
life
up
sim.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd have to balance it out to be a slice of life sim, while also then continuing the battle royale. But you would have to accelerate the time so much to the point where it's almost nauseating. And I
No,
would hate
no,
that
no,
to
no.
be the
You
case.
cut out the
Made
slice
in
of life.
heaven.
You cut out the slice of life part and just focus on the combat. Maybe you could add the slice of life
True.
in like its own game mode, you know, like a social space, kind of like Destiny.
Yeah,
To
the
be
tower.
fair, we already have the today's menu for Emiya Family game,
Yeah.
True.
which is still full
And that
price
game's-
for some fucking reason.
I mean,
Give us
Yeah.
3D today's menu Emiya game, please. Make it Cooking Mama.
that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Make it Cooking Mama, but with Emiya.
I like there's so many good IPs for anime out there that could really either use a really good game or in general just be handled better when
Yeah.
it comes to a game. Like, okay, not gonna lie, there have been very bad games with anime as of late. Primarily, and by as of late, I mean within like the past, I'd say 5 or 6 years. that have been very hit or miss.
I guess they never miss.
Almost. But my brain finally clicked on it.
I like how it took you that fucking long.
Because it was like, where the fuck did I hear that before? And it's like, oh. Like, okay, not gonna lie, the biggest flop of an anime game of all time within recent years has been Jump Force.
Yeah.
And it's bothering me because the concept, fucking gold.
Yeah.
It is a money pile and a half right there because we hadn't seen anything since J-Stars.
Well, when you think about it, the reason why it flopped so bad is like...
The loop is so bad.
Not only is the loop so bad, but like, they really don't know how to market to a Western audience.
Yes. They
like,
don't.
Like, a lot of these anime games, you only find out through, like, Bandai Namco on YouTube. You never actually, like, see advertisements, commercials for a lot of this stuff. Like,
because
occasionally
the thing is that
you will, but...
I don't think they really put a budget into that. Besides, like, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Because, like, you'll see... Like shit like that. Like, they're going... Especially in the advertisement facility, they're going all on nostalgia base.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yes.
It makes sense, because a lot of us fucking grew up with Dragon Ball. Makes sense. And then you see JJK Curse Clash. Wait, that game came out?
Yeah,
it came out.
It's like...
Oh, it's ass.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as, like, I didn't know fucking Naruto Storm Connections was coming out until, like, a week before it released.
Oh, yeah.
I saw an ad. Actually, no, I saw it get released. Not leaked. I was about to say leaked, but actually, wait, yeah, I did see it leaked. Yeah, I was there to see it leak actually.
Yes.
Speaking of leaks, apparently they're remaking the original Final Fantasy games.
Hey, didn't they already do that with like Stranger's Paradise?
They have the pixel remasters.
Yeah, the pixel remasters. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay. Yeah, those have been out on Steam for a bit. They're just now starting to make moves to be added to Xbox Game Pass from the
PlayStation. Actually, it was on PlayStation 5.
Oh shit! Okay, let's go. Okay, so yeah,
which I think got leaked
making its way to more
German
powerful
stream.
Yeah. Because they did that as an announcement at the Tokyo Game Show today. Not gonna lie, there is one thing out of that. Well, no, there's two things from the TGS that of today that I watched and I got hyped as hell for. The Dragon Quest III remake. Yes, give me
that was
soon.
Wasn't that shown off on Switch? Like at the last Nintendo Direct?
It was shown off for the Switch, Steam, and Xbox Series S and X and S.
Wait, hold on. A thought just occurred. Hey,
what's up?
Hey, Tsubaki, wasn't our call supposed to be on fucking Friday?
Well, it's on Thursday, and
yeah,
which is a bit ironic because I just joined a Persona-based D&D thing, and it's happening tomorrow on fucking Friday.
I'll be able to
honestly,
do Friday afternoon.
Couldn't have been timed better.
Sent last week.
Well, we made it work.
Well, we're here now. That's all that matters.
Yes, we're making it work.
Yeah,
but God, yeah, just I swear the untapped potential of good anime IP games is just there.
Yeah.
And it's just called, can somebody listen?
That's like all these companies have to do is listen to your fans.
And understand the source material enough to be like, what's a genre that works? And can you experiment?
Oh, yeah.
And do you have the budget to fuck up?
Yeah. Also, did you guys see Ken and Chun-Li are now in Fatal Fury?
I did not.
Oh god, yeah, that is awesome though.
To be fair, I think the only reason, because the thing is that a lot of people would say, "Oh yeah, it's because of Smash Bros." No, it ain't.
No,
It's from
It's 'cause it's Street
it's
Fighter
from
6.
Fighting Evolution 2000. Holy
yes,
shit.
that too.
Mix of Fatal Fury with Street Fighter all together. Game is an underrated gem. For the love of God,
Listen, that soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack too.
This
And
is true love we're making.
Omega
This is true
Omega
love
Shin
we're making.
Akuma.
Yes.
Oh my god, the secret bosses of that game too. Oh my god, they're
Designs.
demons. I
Okay.
feel like if Capcom make a third fighting game collection, it's the Capcom fighting game collection, Marvel vs. Capcom. Probably would be Capcom versus SNK next. Most definitely. Because there's the ones that were on the Game Boy too, I think. There's the one on the Neo Geo. Neo Geo Pocket.
Oh, God, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nobody remembers a fucking Neo Geo Pocket, but those things existed.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tsubaki, how are we looking for time?
We're still looking good.
Still looking
I'm
good?
still going
Okay.
strong.
All right.
Yeah. So, okay. Here comes my banger of a question that revolves around music.
Okay.
What is your favorite OST
Guilty Gear.
from both a video game and an anime?
So
Metal Gear Rising.
Oh man, that's a good one. So for
Vocal tracks are awesome.
no. For a video game, it'll actually. I'm gonna cancel my Guilty Gear thing and go with Devil May Cry. They have some fucking bops.
That's true. Devil May Cry has some certified bops, but Metal Gear Rising has nothing but bops.
Yeah, no, actually, you know what? Can I change my answer for a third time? I'll go with Metal Gear Rising,
Metal Gear Rising.
just because like every single one of those songs is so like they're good
you could
as songs
feel
on their
They're
own.
so iconic.
No matter what.
Yeah, they're iconic on their own. But so what was the question again?
Best
anime.
Favorite OST
soundtrack,
for
though.
either for both an anime and a game.
You know, anything that Hiroyuki Sawano does is fucking great.
Yep.
So
That's a fair point.
So you got he did stuff for what, Fate? Did he do Attack? Yeah, he
Yes.
did Attack on Titan.
He was the main composer for Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Has been until
until
towards
the end.
Until season 4 he dropped it a little bit and then he came back a bit. I think for 1 or 2 songs as like leitmotifs.
Yeah,
Because they remade one song for season 4, when they were back in Parody.
Mhm.
And that was it.
Yeah, and then
You know,
like
underrated choice. Fucking Bleach has some really nice character themes.
Ooh!
yeah,
Number one. Hit that goddamn black woman choir from
Until
church.
yeah. Now you
until
feel
you
like
remember
number
fucking
one.
JoJo's, because come on, all the fucking JoJo
Yes.
songs go so hard.
All of the OPs are really fucking solid
Yeah,
through and through.
But not only
And then
that,
in
but
terms of
like
the OST,
you have to
they're
realize Pillarman theme. You got to realize fucking Caesar's death. So much so
Yes.
that people thought it was a classical Italian song.
good. But no, it's just a piece that they made on the spot, and it's just so well written that it's so good.
You have like
that it can convince a fan base that it's something actually not from the show at first.
the part 5 death theme.
Yes.
Like
That's
there's
good.
so much shit when it comes to JoJo's. There's so much. Like even though it's like it was originally based just on music, just references, still has fucking great music.
Mm-hmm.
Like AOT still has really good music. Cowboy Bebop, to be
Yes.
fair.
Jazz tracks all around, solid bops wherever you can, and just in general, like, okay, not gonna lie, I favorited one song recently. It's called Autumn and Ganymede. I saved that song, and I walk with that song, and I kid you not, hands in my pocket, and I'm just swaying as I'm walking around like the fucking chillest motherfucker on my campus, dog.
Fair. Okay, The 90s Berserk. The 90s Berserk.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good
the
one.
fucking Guts theme from that. Isn't that like a meme song now?
Yes.
Yeah. It's
But
the-
also
it's like
the
everybody in TikTok uses that as like the fucking bros going
Standard
through a
depression
theme.
song.
Yeah.
Standard bros going through.
Yeah.
depression.
Also,
Oh,
you
man.
guys know the skeleton staring down fucking meme? Yeah, that's
Yes.
from Berserk.
Oh,
That's from
yes.
that's
Oh,
from
is-
the
Bro
when
got the whole
it's-
squad laughing.
It's literally saying, "You should have died. You should have died. You should have died." It's like Guts going through this trauma of his fucking stepfather, and it's just like,
Yeah.
oh my god, dead fucking skeleton looking at you. Every time I
God.
see that scene, it's like, oh god.
Okay, now for
Dragon
my
Ball.
vote
I think we all have to mention
on
Dragon Ball.
So for my vote on a video game OST, okay, I don't know what the fuck they were being fed when they made these OSTs. Yasunori Nishiki for both Octopath Traveler games.
Hmm.
Holy shit.
I've never
How
played
can
Octopath. I've
you-
heard some of the music, and it's really good.
Like, okay, he does a really phenomenal job on the first one, and then I hear that final boss theme, and I'm like, okay, this is glorious. And then I'm like, I get hyped as hell once I see Octopath Traveler 2's coming out, and then I hear the OST, and I'm like, did this man just make the main theme better by adding just a few more instruments, changing up a section or two, and then fucking climaxing the piece even better? Yes, he did. Did he just make entirely new boss tracks that make so much sense and just narratively flow well? Hell yeah. Does it just bop better than the first? How?
To be fair, there's way too many like games throughout time that have such great music.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, like
come on,
Chrono
let's-
Trigger.
honestly, Cuphead was really good.
A new
Yes.
recent one
Fits the aesthetic.
that I fucking love is it's both a trope, but when it's done correctly, adds so much fucking hit to like the boss. So the trope is the main menu music being reintroduced as the final boss music.
Oh,
Elden Ring.
so Persona.
Elden Ring or Persona, yeah. I fucking love
Yes.
that shit. Like you
I
go
guess-
to fight Radagon of the Golden Order, you hear the main theme and you know that like
Just
this is
blaring.
it.
Oh, you know what? Fucking Shadow of the Colossus. Oh my
Yes.
god. There,
Okay.
to be fair, there's a lot of theme tracks that you don't like first think of, but you're like, oh shit, these are like
The light
really good
motifs.
classics.
The
Mega Man 2
leitmotifs are what make
Street,
it hit. Yes.
yeah, Mega Man 2, Street Fighter 2. We have like Final Fantasy 9.
Mhm.
Yes.
Honestly, Final Fantasy 9 so underrated. You have all the
Very.
Persona 3, 4, and 5 really good. We have, for God's sake, Doom.
Yeah.
All of Doom. Even 3, even though we all hate 3. Undertale. I'll say this. I'll
Oh,
put
yeah.
up Undertale.
Even
Great
Deltarune, man.
soundtrack. That's true as well. What else can
I'm
I
gonna
think
bring
of
up
that
one
has...
one game series that has a phenomenal soundtrack. Nier.
Castlevania.
Nier, yeah, no, Nier.
Oh, Nier as well.
Yeah, Castlevania is great
Like,
too, but
okay.
like Nier,
Yes.
man.
Like,
I think
okay.
I think the
Just
song's called
like the factor of how they had to break down chaos language
yeah.
was quite literally combine 5 languages, which were English, Gaelic, German, French, and Japanese.
Yeah.
Combine
That's
them
5,
in
not
one
3.
language. Yeah, yeah. my brain just started taking that toll.
Bro
but
said,
fucking,
yeah, stop fucking correcting me.
But it takes those 5 languages, combines them, and then evolves it over a whole 1,000-year period to the point where it would have become the lingua franca of the world that it's set in, to become the fictitious language for all of the soundtrack.
Man, there is one particular song on that one that, like, if you ever played VR chat and you go to the fucking near world, Kaine's Salvation, man.
Yes.
Yeah. There's in VR chat.
No ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah. In VR chat, there's this one world where it's just that little shack that Emil had.
Cave.
It's the cave with the flowers everywhere. And, like, that is officially become, like, if you're a fan of anime and also play VR chat, that is the heart-to-heart stage. That's where you talk to your bros, like, you know, like them deep, like, late-night conversation. Like, that is the place with that song playing in the background. Ooh.
Okay. Another good RPG series.
Top 3 for like overall game soundtracks. No particular order. Metal Gear Rising, Original Doom, Ocarina of Time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
True.
I will say though, actually, a fun fact about me. The Ocarina of Time soundtrack is the main reason why I like really got to be friends with my chorus teacher back in middle school. He now works at Bethesda on fucking Elder Scrolls 6 as a composer. So.
Oh, let's go! Hell yeah!
Hopefully this isn't one of those situations where it's like, my dad works in Nintendo.
You know what else I fucking forgot? Fucking Mario Galaxy. Mario Galaxy's soundtrack is so good.
That is a good one. God, okay. As my bio in this shit says, I'm a JRPG nerd. Who here has heard of a composer known as Motoi Sakuraba?
I believe
Sounds very familiar. Probably something because when I do D&D, I'll like take like old soundtracks of like a lot of games and I'll use those for like mood setting. So
he has done OSTs for so many RPGs over the years. He's done Star Ocean. He's done the Tales of series. Mm-hmm. He's done Baten Kaitos. He's helped out with Kid Icarus. In fact, he's the reason why Dark Pit, Dark Pit's theme. He's the reason why it exists.
Man, I fucking love Dark Pit's theme. That like flamenco guitar as you're fighting him. It's fucking it's great.
Oh, you know what?
You can thank
one
huge
game. The now top-selling game ever, Minecraft's OST.
Okay,
which you got it.
It's great.
Oh, Mario 64. Honestly, fucking just overall, so many games from the N64 had such great OSTs. The Pokemon Stadium games, you had
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye
as well, yeah. You got the Mario 64. You got Donkey Kong 64. You got Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie. You got fucking... Mask. What else do we have?
Yes.
Smash Bros. 1.
Shit. I'm also trying to like remember some other good ones that go down the list. Okay. I'm still talking about this fucking composer.
Well, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, obviously.
Yeah. Like, okay. To bring back Motoi Sakuraba, you want to know the biggest fucking thing that bothers me every now and then? Is that, like, he does the complete flip. Because, like, you know, take Dark Pit's theme as your reference point. It's this high-octane energy track that really works well in terms of its own setting. You just got the drum kits going, all that shit. The Rhodes keys as well. It's groovy. And then the flipped switch. Have y'all fought Gwyn, the Lord of Cinder?
Oh.
Okay.
He composed that theme.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'm like, wait, you're telling me that this man goes from the highest of octane energy anime-ass tracks to depression?
Yeah. My favorite thing about that Gwyn theme is it makes such a hard-hitting return in 3. When you fight
the leitmotif in 3 works.
Yeah. When you fight the Lord of Cinder right at the end, it's the final boss of all the Dark Souls. This is implying that you've already done the DLC. So you get to the final boss. It's essentially you from the previous games. Every person who's linked that fire, and then as you're fighting it, as you hit it into the next phase, you hear that nostalgic plin plin plon again, and then you're returned back to Dark Souls, like your mindset when you played Dark Souls 1. You're fucking back as a teenager, getting your ass kicked by Gwyn, you know what I mean? Like, it's the nostalgia that rounds out that entire journey, so to speak. That's why I personally would not like a Dark Souls 4, because after 3, it's such a perfect closure.
You can't peak.
Yeah.
God.
Back to the Nintendo 64 tangent. Other games, Yoshi's Story, Star Fox.
Yes.
What else do we have? Excitebike 64, actually pretty good game. Well, obviously we have Mario 64. What else? What else?
I'm trying to think of.
Rayman, technically.
True.
Mario Tennis. Obviously, we have Mario Kart 64. The Mario Party games. Those are all classics. Paper Mario, F-Zero. Oh, Kirby 64. Kirby 64, though.
Ooh, yeah.
Zero Two's theme. Oh my God, Zero Two's theme. I gotta say that theme was fucking hard. Hard as hell.
Shit. God.
What's up?
I would
Gex.
toss in
Gex.
yes.
My favorite new
Yes.
my favorite new meme is like an autistic person reading the phrase "say Gex."
Say Gex. Gex. Yay!
No. Hold on. I gotta type this out for you.
Oh, Worms Armageddon.
I forgot that was on the fucking 64, bro.
Oh, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh, you
you swap the
we
S and
can't
the G because you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, I fucking hate that meme.
You know what? Here's a random topic we can speak about. What franchise do you think, if they were to cross over with Dungeons and Dragons, would make the best game?
Oh, that's a tough
Unironically,
one. Going off of my RPG repertoire. Fuck.
Honestly, like, you could say something like, technically, like Demon Slayer would probably work pretty good for one.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's generic, but like it makes sense.
Any isekai that has been made in like the past 5 years.
Literally any isekai, yeah.
Most isekais use D&D as their basis.
Yeah,
this is
it's
true.
not like one of the few like more basic elements of some of the JRPGs at the time.
Oh my God!
Sometimes you'll see the few that go
honestly,
down like Final
I will
Fantasy.
just say pretty much any RPG game could easily be made into it. Like, say any of them.
Most Final Fantasies.
Any of them.
Mm-hmm.
Persona, like shit, like easy.
Like okay, I would be
AOT
so down
would work really good.
If one person decided to do a Nier campaign, I
That'd be
would
cool.
want to back them up so badly in the lore department. I kid you not. I sat through a 6.5 hour long video going down the timeline of this shit. This timeline, I kid you not, is busted because it's multiverse theory on top of 11,000 fucking years of history that is fictional.
Yeah.
Purely based off of notions of an incident that starts as the joke ending to Drakengard 1 that takes place in 2003 Shinjuku, Japan. And the last noted date is 119045 AD. Which makes me laugh because it's another World War II joke.
Oh God.
Because, okay, it makes it funny. You wanna know what makes it funny? In 119041 AD, they do a Pearl Harbor raid.
Oh no.
Christ.
But it's so that way remnants of humanity can try to claim back some land from this alien force that invades in, like, I think the 8000s, and they just raid Pearl Harbor for a fucking descent, like, operation done by special forces. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's just World War II euphemisms all over the place.
I think
but I love it all the same.
Such a fucking cool anime. I'm sorry, I keep bringing it up. Fucking JoJo's D&D. Holy shit.
The customization for that one's actually one of the few greater ones, not gonna lie. Especially, like, okay, in the early stages, it's not that bad. Like, if you think about like a part 1 D&D, that one makes sense for, like, trying to do like
Part 2 D&D
Victorian era.
I could see it. Part 3 would make less sense, but could work. Part 4, I think, would be fucking amazing. Part 5 as well, if you were to just take that as a D&D plot. Oh yeah, so you're a part of this new gang. Because of this gang, you are now being told that there is now an assassination squad within this. Your goal is to take it down, take down the boss, and now become its new leader. That just sounds like a normal D&D campaign.
That does sound like the standard BBEG esque plot, like slay evil king, overthrow their country, become the new ruler, incite a new world order. There's just too many good IPs to.
I mean, obviously, we have some obvious ones like, oh yeah, like fucking Pokemon. Because like a lot of people already use animal handling so much.
I mean, like,
please, if you are Wizards of the Coast, please make fucking taming animals more useful.
Ooh,
I really don't like the idea of like. So here's the thing with like a Pokemon themed D&D. What happens when your players just deck the fucking trainer?
That's a fair fucking point.
Yeah.
You could just literally say, oh yeah, you're not allowed to fight, like, innocent bystanders. Like, you're not allowed to, like fight
youngster Joey.
You may only hit the Pokemon.
Motherfucker, youngster Joey that's been staring down the fucking alley that I need to go for the past half an hour, he's getting it. he's getting the fucking, he's getting the fist right across the fucking face.
My blue eyes white dragon, go rush around.
Go rush around. Yeah, it's like, go, Zigzagoon, go, Arceus.
No, it's, go, Rattata, go, Groudon.
Fuck.
Reshape the ground he stands
I have
upon.
picked up one game that might be one of the more interesting D&D archetypes, because technically, it also plays into a little bit of a odd, find the traitor. Have you heard of a game called Lost Dimension?
Sounds familiar, but I never played it.
So the whole premise is you're a part of this task force, and your whole shtick is that every single one of you are mediums, in the sense of you all have psychic powers that range from teleportation to levitation to, psychokinesis, telekinesis, so on and so forth. So you're just the special force squad of 13 characters, and you enter this spire trying to kill this guy that's threatening the entire existence of the world by hacking the thermonuclear warheads of every single country. So you have to scale this spire, but at the very beginning of the game, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, there's a traitor among you all, so you better figure out who it is, so you can progress to the next floor. Because the end game party is only 6 members. And you have to basically murder your party members via a voting system, which no one is safe from, including you as the protagonist are safe from. So you have to find out who it is, while the person that is has to hide it from you. And depending on the abilities of everybody else, that would then dictate your playstyle and your dichotomy. with the rest of the cast.
That sounds a little sussy, not gonna lie.
It is sussy, but guess what? It's fucking working. It can work in the sense that it brings tension towards the players, and not as much pressure on the DM.
I would
the DM's role with it all is just enemy placement. Think of it more like XCOM.
I would like to
be
do
fair,
at
the
some
same
point...
time, the amount of fucking shit that can stir up with your players and how easily that could just go to, I don't fucking trust any of you in real life anymore because you guys are awful.
Yes. That brings into like a little thing. I would like to run like some kind of like murder mystery type of deal with our some of our crew, because what a better way for us to get to know each other than having one of us being a murderer.
Yes.
Thankfully, I'm pretty good at that shit.
Tsubaki over here. I volunteer as tribute.
To be fair, I
have been used as a sacrifice.
I will say a little fun thing. Hi, I'm an awful killer, but what I make up as an awful killer is a person who is almost always great with their intuition. And I'm a part of a certain VR chat murder mystery group where I was actually a beta tester. A lot of people say straight up, "Oh my god, your intuition is almost always correct." It's called the Zakk paradox.
You know,
it's not even a joke.
You want to know what's horrible? My old VR chat group, we used to play a lot of, I think it was Werewolf, where at night the werewolf has to go around killing people.
Yeah, Werewolf.
Yeah.
Or Mafia.
Or Mafia. Basically the same game with a different setting technically. Anyways.
Yeah.
Whereas Zakk is talking about having this undying good intuition, I was the fucking sussy baka that every single time I would get away with it. I was the guy that it's it got to the point where every time they couldn't tell if it was me or not, and that was the worst part. And it's not even because that was even before I really, really got into the acting part of voice acting. I was just doing funny voices, but yeah, no, I was really great at convincing my friends that I was not indeed the killer that just killed their friend the night before. And then typically what would happen is there's a seer and a sheriff. The seer is able to verify one person, and I believe the players don't know who the seer is, and it could actually be a point of contention that will end up getting you lynched during the voting. Is if you claim to be the seer but you're not type of deal. So what would happen is the seer would actually find out it's fucking me, and then I would pull the Uno reverse card and say, no, I'm the seer.
Oh.
Yeah. And then there's this whole point of contention where it's oh fuck. So do they kill the suspected seer, or do they kill the suspected werewolf, or is it the other way around? 9 times out of 10, I would somehow convince them that I wasn't the werewolf. Because, I mean, sometimes I wasn't, and they would just accuse me just because, I get away with it so good, and they're no. You're the you. I know how you act when you're the werewolf. Oh, but do you? I like that game. I like games like that.
Yeah. And I am now looking at time, and my time is running short.
All right. So we'll go around one last time, saying who we are, what we got going on, that type of deal. I'm TwitchShadow, the founder of Dice Bags Entertainment, voice actor. I do a lot of the stuff around the channel. So yeah, that's me. If you're looking for things that I do have a YouTube channel that you're watching this on. I do TikToks, and we got a Daily Motion, all of which I'll probably link in the description. Anyways, Tsubaki?
Yeah, some people just call me Sue, but Tsubaki it is. I'm a voice actor. I do sound design every now and then, and I just have fun wherever possible. and also become one of the few interesting choices of being a JRPG nerd, enjoying games even of mild obscurity like Valkyrie Profile, with, varying levels of success, trying to learn older games in the PS1 era.
Hi, my name's Zach. I'm totally, not a superhero. Totally not a surfer dude. But yeah, I'm pretty new to being a Bro VA and all, probably only about really a few weeks into it. I think I'm running on about 150 casting rolls. So there's a good chance you guys will see me in well, it's obviously this, but also a lot of different things. And you'll see I have a Twitter, I have a YouTube, and a TikTok that I never post to. But thank you guys for watching, and overall, this was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to do this again some other time. Maybe bring in some new guests. Maybe bring you guys back.
Most definitely.
But yeah, I like this new little chill format. It less stressful than trying to talk over playing games and stuff like that.
Zombies.
Yeah, zombies. Ain't that right, Alice?
Bro, we start playing Fortnite. So anyways, yeah, my day's been going kind of... Oh my god, there's a guy at 1:30 with the fucking Doom Mythic.
Dude, he's peeking me. He's peeking me. I'm dead. You're trash.
Bro, I'm on Switch. I can't see shit.
Anyways.
Yeah, man, my day's been going great. It's like, oh, shit. It's like, hey, Nick, I think that's a boomer right across the way.
Oh, fuck. Anyways, yeah, thank you for listening to episode 1 of the Dice Bags Entertainment podcast, and we'll catch you next time.
Stay safe, peeps. Bye-bye.